That's it. Alright, okay. Good afternoon everyone and welcome to the second of our sea lion displays here today. Now, as you can see, we brought two of our sea lions out to meet everyone this afternoon. Now, the first job for them to do is to give everyone a great big wave hello. But there's a little bit of a problem, you see. These two won't wave to you unless all of you wave to them first. So, everyone get your hands up in the air and wave around a little bit. You know what, that's close to you. Alright lads, you're going to wave back then, say hello to everyone who's good to see you and welcome to the show. There we go. That's it, good boys. Alright, now, these two are both a type of sea lion called California sea lions, and as that name does suggest, you can of course find the biggest group of this particular type of sea lion all around and across the coast of California. Now, you can also find them as far up north as Canada and as far south as Mexico as well. So, this type of sea lion is quite widespread all across the western Pacific coast of America. Now, let me just quickly introduce them to you so that you know who's who, and we'll start with the little fella first. Now, this little man, he's called Roger. Now, Roger is one of the younger sea lions that we look after here in Knowsley. He's only 4 years old, so he's still only a baby, aren't you, mate? Now, for such a little sea lion, Roger is very, very clever, and I'm sure he'll show you all the things that he's been learning a little bit later on. Now, little Roger is a very, very friendly little man as well, so I'm just going to say a quick hello to him to start things off. Hello, little fella. How you doing today, mate? Okay, you doing a kiss live? Thanks for that, he's a good boy. So, that's little Roger. Now, the big fella that we've got over on the other side, making all the noise and giving everyone a headache, he's called Arthur. Now, Arthur is 13 years old, and of the 4 sea lions that we look after here at Knowsley, Arthur is by far the naughtiest out of the 4 of them, aren't you? Now, Arthur's the one that likes to mess around a lot, and he gets down off his stand whenever he feels like it, which you'll probably find out for yourselves a little bit later on. But you know what, saying that, he is very, very clever, and Arthur's really friendly as well. Hello, Arthur. How are you doing today, mate? Now, are you going to be a good boy for me in this show? Behave yourself, Arthur. Are you going to be good? Are you in there? Right. He always says that though, don't we? We'll see what happens, won't we, mate? Alright. So, now you know who the two of them are. The first thing that we're going to show everyone this afternoon is an ability that sea lions are famous for. And that is, of course, their ability to balance a ball on the end of their nose. Now, these two, they're very good at ball balancing as well. So, we'll get a football out now. Alright, Arthur, you're going to go first with this, mate. Are you ready? Hold on to that, buddy. That's it. Alright. Now, the secret to this one, believe it or not, is actually in the sea lion's whiskers. Now, obviously, Arthur's whiskers are not strong enough to hold that ball on his nose, but the whiskers at the moment are just telling Arthur which way the ball is moving, so Arthur can move his head around and try and stop the ball from falling off. Now, sea lions, when they're in the wild, what they do is they use those whiskers to help them to find their food. Now, out at sea, guys, a large shoal of fish, it's going to give off massive vibrations in the water. Now, a sea lion can detect this vibration through the whiskers from quite a distance away, which means that they can start hunting for their fish. So, the whiskers help them to find their food and balance things on the end of their noses as well. And I tell you what, they both did a fantastic job, didn't they? Give them both a nice big round of applause in the morning. A little bit harder for Arthur now. So what I'll do is I'll throw the ball into the water and let's see if Arthur can bring the ball back to his stand but without dropping it. Now he does have to swim and balance all at the same time here, guys, so it is really, really difficult this one. Alright Arthur, keep on your nose, mate, bring it around this way. Alright Arthur, onto the stage, mate. That's it now. Can you make it back to his stand? Of course you can. How about that, mate? Arthur. That's better. Good boy, Alf. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, guys, Roger and Arthur are sea lions. Now, they're not seals, Now, people get these guys mixed up with seals all the time, and even though they do look similar, they are in fact two completely different species. Now, it is then easy to tell the difference between the two, so that's what we're going to do. Between the three of us, we're going to show everyone some of the easiest ways on how to tell the two apart. Now, the first thing that you need to look for is how do they swim. Now, a sea lion like Roger and Arthur will only ever swim using their big front flippers. Show everyone your big front flippers for us, boys. Get your flippers out so we can see them. There we go, there's Arthur's. Yours well, man. That's it. Alright. Now, as you can see there, these two have both got massive front flippers. Now, like I said, they use the front flippers to swim with in like a flying motion, up and down, through the water, just like that. Now, if these two were seals, then they'd swim in a completely different way, and they'd swim using their back flippers instead. And they'd move those back flippers from side to side, like a fish. So the way a seal swims from a sea lion is completely different. Now, because Roger and Arthur always swim using those big front flippers, it does mean that they've got loads of muscles in their chest and in their shoulders. They're very, very strong, and very good at doing things like gymnastics as well. Alright, Arthur, you'll pick up in the air, mate. There we go, that's it. Now, that what Arthur's just been showing you is what we call a front flipper stand. Now, only sea lions can do that. Now, seals can't do it because their front flippers are a bit too small, and seals don't have enough power in their upper body to support all of their weight. Now, there is a much better way, much easier way to tell the difference between a seal and a sea lion, and it's by watching how they walk or how they move around when they're on dry land. Alright, Arthur, come down and put a walk with me, mate. That's it. Now, what I'd like you guys to do is just watch Arthur when he gets back on the stage how he walks. Now, you'll notice that Arthur uses all four of his flippers as separate walking limbs. They all move independently of each other. His back flippers tuck underneath him like a pair of feet, so he can lift his belly up off the floor. So in other words, he does walk pretty much the same way as a cat, a dog, or any four-legged animal walks. Now, because Roger and Arthur use all four flippers to get about, it means that they're very, very mobile. They can do things like climb over things. Let me go for us off. That's it, mate. They can jump up as well to try and reach up high for things. Let me go for us, Arthur. Jump up, mate. Go on, you can do it. Up you come. When you're ready. There we go, that's it. So, he can jump up. Now, these two can also run at speeds of around about 10 miles an hour. So, on dry land, sea lions are very, very fast as well. Now, if Roger and Arthur were both seals, then on land they'd move in a completely different way. Will you be a little favour, Arthur? Come down here for us, mate. Will you show everyone how a seal moves on land, Arthur? How's a seal move, mate? Do you remember? There you go, that's how a seal moves. They slide along on their bellies like that, and they look a little bit like a giant caterpillar or a slug. Now, this is only because a seal doesn't have big enough front flippers, and like I mentioned a moment ago, they don't have enough power in their upper body to support all of their weight. Alright, Arthur, you got to stand for us now, big man. Up you go, that's it. Hello. Come on then, quickly. Wants to show you the seal impression now. A little let's go back this way now, mate. That's it. All the way to the end. Yeah, give them both a nice big hand on the voice to seal impression. I think someone was feeling a little bit left out then, weren't they? Alright. Now, with all of those differences between a seal and a sea lion, there are a couple of things that the two creatures do actually share. Now, one of those things is their food, which is the daily diet of fish and squid. Now, fish and squid are not easy things to catch, so a sea lion needs to have really good eyesight, and they need to be very good at judging distance and speed as well. Now, obviously here at Knowsley, we give our sea lions all their food, but they've still got the excellent eyesight. So to show you guys how good their eyesight is, I've got 5 rings here that I'm going to throw to Roger, and we'll see how many he can catch over his head for us. Alright Roger, 5 rings now mate, you ready? Here we go, it's ring number 1, that's it, here's ring number 2. Number 3, number 4, that's it. Now, a tricky one to finish. Now, the last one, I'm going to spin it for him. So, if he does manage to catch it, give him a nice big round of applause for me, guys. Alright, little man, are you ready, mate? Concentrate now. Here it comes. Up. Oh, mate. You nearly got it. Now, gotta be honest with you, that's the first time in a long time he's missed that tricky ring, so I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll have another go. Alright, little man, second time lucky, mate, are you ready? Here it comes. Up. That's fantastic, mate. Now, the other thing that seals and sea lions share in the wild, guys, it's actually a lot more dangerous because it's their enemies. Now, a California sea lion, like Roger and Arthur, have two main enemies. The first one is the killer whale. Now, I'm not going to tell you what the second one is because Roger does a very good impression of it instead. So, little dude, try to take yourself up into the water for us, buddy. And spin yourself around, little man. And when you're ready, just show everybody, little Rog. What's your deadliest enemy in the wild, little man? Needs to come back for you. What's your deadliest enemy? Hold it up nice and high. What is it, guys? That's it, sharks. Now, we're talking about big sharks, tiger sharks, bull sharks, and great white sharks. They eat sea lions as their main diet. So what sea lions do is when they know an enemy is in the area, they're not going to win a fight with a shark, so the safest thing to do is just head back to the beach where they're nice and safe. But give Roger a big round of applause for the shark. Get me stone, that's better. Alright guys, well, I'm afraid we are coming quite close towards the end of Roger and Arthur's show. We're running out of things to show you. But before we go, we're going to see if these two both want to finish things off with their favourite bit. Now, this is where they both get to do a little bit of showing off by leaping out of the water to hit the big pink ball that's all the way up there at the minute. Now, it's obviously a little bit high up there. We need to lower it down first because little Roger's going to go first with this one. Now, Roger, at the minute, guys, he's hitting the high ball at around about there, okay? Now, Roger, he's also a little bit of a daredevil, so what he's going to do is he's going to start his high ball attempt from on top of his diving board, just over there, alright? So, I'll run through what's going to happen. Roger is going to climb up the steps to the top, then when he's ready, he's going to dive into the water, swim across, and then he's going to make his attempt to hit the pink ball with his nose, okay? So, if Roger does hit it, guys, I'd like you guys to give him a big round of applause because he's been a really good boy for us in the show and it is going to take him a lot of effort this jump. Alright, little man, over that way for us, mate. There he goes, that's it. He's starting to hit your way up, little man. I will see you back on stage, mate. That's it, he's off. Alright, little fella, when you're ready, mate. He's away. Now clear to cycle. Alright. Now, as you might have already guessed, guys, that jump there is a little bit too easy for Arthur. Now, Arthur is very, very good at this, so we need to raise the high ball right up for him. Now, before I do that, it does give me a quick chance to tell you about our sea lion posters. Now, at the end of the show, I'm going to be selling posters of Roger and Arthur from the little red shop just over there in the front, and from just underneath Roger's diving board as well, so you'll be able to get them from either side. Now, Arthur's got a new poster, guys. Wait until you see this. Arthur, show me what you're doing on your new poster, mate. There's what you can see. You're rude, aren't you? So, he's pulling some on his poster, guys. Now, the posters, they're only £1.50, so if you like one of them, come and see me at the red shop or a member of staff underneath the diving board at the end of the show. Now, if you don't want a poster, that's not your thing, but perhaps you'd like to help us out with our charity instead. You might have noticed that we've got a couple of plastic sea lions that we've got collected for us on the exits today. Now, we've got them there because me and the sea lions were trying to raise money for a charity called the Monk Seal Conservation. Now, the monk seal is the most endangered marine mammal in the world, and that's the reason why me and the boys have been helping that particular charity out. So, if you did enjoy their show today, please consider a small donation in the little plastic sea lion or the big plastic sea lion on your way out to the show. Now, we haven't finished yet. It's Arthur's turn to have a go with this one. Now Arthur, he's brilliant at this, and at the minute, he's hitting the high ball. And about there, is that okay? Can you get that? Yeah? So, same again guys, all Arthur's got to do is hit the pink ball with his nose. However, Arthur hasn't got the added bonus jumping off there this time, so he's just going to go off his own steam, alright? So if Arthur hits it, this time round, I'd like you guys to give him a massive round of applause, because he's been a very good boy as well, and it is going to take him a little bit more effort this jump. Alright Arthur, do you want to go and take yourself over there for us then mate? You go and take your run up, that's it. Alright Arthur, are you ready? Are you in position? Yeah? Okay mate, on your marks. Get set. Off you go Arthur. Okay, here he comes. Up you go, you give some nice big pulse on me. That's fantastic. Alright guys, well, that nearly brings us to the end of the show. Now, please stay seated for a couple more minutes, guys. I've got a couple more safety announcements I need to tell you before we can let you go. I'll be as quick as I can. Firstly, these two are going to stay in here. You're more than welcome to stop back and watch them swimming around. All we ask, if you come down to the front, please do not put your hands over the glass or try and touch them. As lovely as these two are, they've still got very big teeth and both of them bite, so please don't try and touch them when you come down to the front. Finally guys, when you're leaving the building, please make sure that you use the stairs. Do not walk down the benches for us. We had a woman here who did exactly that a couple of weeks ago. She fell over, banged her head, and her day ended very badly in the back of an ambulance. So please make sure that when you're leaving, you use the stairs. In the meantime, though, from little Roger, Arthur, and from me, thank you for coming guys, you're fantastic movies.